Jay-Z is definitely a Freemason. Diddy is 100% a Freemason. His the same man that I was telling you about, the guy who was interviewed inside of the jail by the police. He was interviewed in a interrogation room, and he was interrogated. And this is literally what he said. He said P Diddy, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled. He said they're all gay, and he said that they're all a part of the Boule Masonic organization.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies. Okay, they're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled, they're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know you may or may not, I know you're gonna believe me. You have what's called the Illuminati. How do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
You know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
Which is essentially, it's a fraternity, a black fraternity within Freemasonry. So this is pretty much out there. Now, were you ever asked at any moment to be brought into this type of lifestyle? Not directly, maybe indirectly, maybe invited to certain situations where you felt uncomfortable, you felt that things were off?
Yeah.
Can you?
Sure. And I would say, with what I do know for a fact, not alleged, but DJ Khaled is bisexual. And Jay-Z has also participated in bisexual activities.
Would you want to say allegedly for your safety?
There's no, I would say allegedly, if it was allegedly. DJ Khaled, 100% has been involved in, he's bisexual. I did a show called One Shot, and he was in Miami, and he was open with the guy that he was with. He was gay. And I don't understand what happens there, where, because nobody said anything to me like, hey, make sure you don't, go out and say this on record. Make sure you don't say this, da-da-da-da-da. So it's weird that would still be hidden. That seems like that should be a fact, that DJ Khaled, at least in 2016, was definitely bisexual.
Okay, and
and Jay-Z is without question bisexual.
Okay, I agree with you. I know
Jay-Z's mom is gay.
Jay-Z's mother?
Yeah, she's gay openly.
Okay, I have nothing against any person's preference, but in the industry, they like to hide this, specifically in hip hop. They're trying to make this normal now. They're trying to push it on so it can be more accepted within the hip hop community. But the reason why they would want to keep this from the public is because they're pushing this gangster, tough guy, manly of all men persona. And if it were to come out that they were not the manly of men, so I think that's the reason why they hide it. But I 100% believe that these people are bisexual, gay, and I believe that, like I said, the Freemasons, they don't see themselves as men. They see themselves as gods. That's what the 33rd degree literally represents. It represents enlightenment. It represents reaching the level of a god. And most people will say that God is genderless, even though in Christianity, God is a man, essentially a man type of being. But in the Kabbalist way that they look at these things, they see man and woman as one. It's called the great androgyne. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. But it's alchemy in the sense where the femininity and the masculinity come together to create one being, which is a god. And that's literally what Masonry teaches. So I wouldn't be surprised if 90% of these people in the industry at the level of Jay-Z, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, all of these people at the top, if they're into this kind of thing, because I personally believe, and I've personally proven hundreds of times, that you just cannot get to that level without being a part of that club. Would you agree with that?
I definitely would agree.
Great.
And listen, as you're saying this, and I'm thinking about the DJ Khaled situation, that TV show, it's on BET right now. It's called One Shot. And I left. There's like stories out there where I left One Shot. And I said that I left One Shot because I was reunited with my birth parents. And that's not really, I mean, that is the truth, but the reason why I left, because the whole was gay. RZA is bisexual. Sway Calloway is bisexual. Who else was out there? DJ Khaled was bisexual. It was like one big, gay party that was all like closeted and like weird. That's why I left, because for the exact same things that you said, like people have their own preferences, people have their own beliefs. I know a lot of people. So I know a lot of, gay Christians. And then I know a lot of people like the church that my family started that would be like, there's no way that you could be a gay Christian. There's no way that you could be gay and also be a Christian at the same time. And I've done projects that are, supportive of LGBT, but it was all out in the open. The one shot thing that I did with DJ Khaled and Sway Calloway and RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan was all so gay and also hidden, and it was annoying and it was so weird because it's everything that you're talking about. Just like, be gay. Like, I know Lil Nas X is like, so like, I don't like any of his music, right? But he's out there in the open. And do you want to talk about like dark, wild stuff that he's promoting? Like, it seems like he's, satanic as they come. Frank Ocean.
You see, what you're mentioning though, that you're mentioning the people that they're putting in place to try to normalize this within hip hop.
Right.
You do see that, right?
Yes.
Lil Nas X, his purpose was to bring down that barrier. His purpose is to make it normal, not for the generations where you come from or the generations where I come from, because they're not going to turn. That's not going to work with them. But it's for the new generation that's emerging now. They're expecting this to be normal within the next, 10 years. This is going to be popular. It's not just going to be Lil Nas X. It's going to be several rappers that are fully gay, fully embracing, that lifestyle and promoting it through their music and pushing it. Like we're seeing with, it's not just Lil Nas X. It's been gradually happening with Young Thug wearing the dress, with A$AP Rocky wearing a skirt, with Lil Uzi Vert painting his nails. Even Drake recently painted his nails. With even Latin artists like Bad Bunny wearing dresses and all this. And these are everybody that I've mentioned, I've already exposed for using occult imagery. And, we can argue that the label is the one behind the imagery, but it doesn't change the fact that if they're involved with the label and they're pushing this, they're still involved, Now, you mentioned you worked with Whitney Houston at a point, right?